Jinlun JL50QT-5. And a lot of you have been emailing us asking, what vehicles do we own? Well, this is one that I own. Our very first scooter review coming up next. And you know, the fast lane car. Ah yes, here in Florida, scooters and palm trees go together like peanut butter and jelly. And yes, I know I could have bought a used Honda Ruckus or Metropolitan, even a Yamaha scooter, but instead, from a Chinese website, I bought the Jinlun for just over $600 because I am cheap. And you may be wondering, what's the difference between a scooter and a motorcycle? Well, that's quite simple. A scooter has nothing over here. You can pass your foot in between, get on and off very easily, makes it very easy and friendly to use. And this one had all the goodies. That includes a speedometer, gas gauge, turn signals, mirrors, disc brakes, not one but two kickstands, a massive exhaust, which turned out to be a fake can because this is only 50 cc's, and two storage compartments. I got taken in by the cheap price, and as you'll see, I paid the price. Oh yeah, now it's running like a Chinese clock. That is to say, pretty good. So let's do a proper review and see how she drives. First, 0 to 16 because, well, it only does about 30, and that's with the wind downhill and on a good day. Whoops, almost forgot. Need my helmet. All right, guys, the very first ever TFL car, 0 to, I'm gonna say 16 because it would take forever to get to 30. Scooter test. You ready? Here we go. 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000, 4 1000, 5 1000. There you have it. That was about 5.5, I'm gonna call it, seconds to get to 16 miles an hour. Exciting. Now, I've been lucky enough to own a lot of motorcycles in my life. I started out as a kid on a dirt bike, then I switched over to a Katana, which is a Japanese sport bike. I eventually got a Harley, 1340 Shovelhead, FSRS, and now I'm back to dirt bikes again, and of course scooters. And this is by far the slowest, the least responsive, and perhaps the most fun motorcycle I've driven. You know, when you get something that runs all the time, there's no sense of adventure. With this, I'm never sure if it's going to start, if it's going to shut off, or if it's going to get me somewhere. And that means that every ride, be it to the grocery store or to the beach, is an adventure. Now, if you're a longtime viewer of TFL Car, you know that we like to test the vehicle's utility, and what TFL review would be complete without a utility test? And the scooter is actually really good. It fits 2 helmets. Now the question is, will this $62,000 IPL Infinity with the top down fit 2 helmets? All right, the answer is no, unless you put them in the back seat. Winner, scooter. The scooter came all packaged, and I gotta tell you, I was crazy excited when it came off the truck. For just over $600, I thought I had bought the deal of the century. And you know what? It's not a bad little scooter, except for the fact that when I took it out of the box, the very first problem I had was that I couldn't get it to shut off. You know, you'd think you'd have a hard time getting it to start, but no, my issue was it wouldn't shut off. Turns out there was a wire that was disconnected. Eventually, I got that sorted, but then the seals on the front fork failed, the gas gauge gave up the ghost, the gas peacock had to be replaced, and The scooter's been apart about, a half a dozen times in the 3 years that I've owned it. And in that time, I've put on 511 miles, and I've gotten to know the scooter exceptionally well because I spend a lot of time repairing it. The important stuff all works. Turn signals work, the horn sounds loud, and even the brights work. And really, that's what you want out of what is essentially a vacation scooter. Sure, if I had a Honda Metropolitan, it would start every time. But you know what? Where is the sense of adventure? Where is the sense of getting really deeply and intimately acquainted with your ride? I know every nut and bolt, and I feel like when things go wrong with it, I can easily fix it. And I have. Alright, just in case you're wondering, the top speed of the JL50QT-5 is right around 30 miles an hour, and that's downhill with the wind. It has about, give or take, 10 horsepower, 49 cc's, and it gets an incredible 70 miles to the gallon, which is incredible because it's a $600 scooter. On the TFL scale of buy it, lease it, rent it, or forget it, I'm going to give the JL50QT-5 a rented. Unless, of course, you like to work on your own scooters, in which case, well, you know what, rent it. It's a lot of fun, and on a beautiful day like this, given the choice between the Infinity IPL or the scooter, I think I'm going to go for the scooter because I'm going to review that tomorrow, so stay tuned for that one. For now, I am going to ride like the wind because that's what you can do on an inexpensive scooter. Oh yeah, it started up. All right, maybe not like the wind, maybe more like a light breeze. See you guys next time.